The analysts and commentators are continuing to share their views on the cabinet reshuffle announced by the Prime Minister on Monday. Today, Indera Sagewan Alli told us the move screams the need for constitution reform. She questioned if the new ministers were put there as a way to pay back party financiers, while Ancel St Hillaire said the reshuffle was a strategic move looking toward the future.
On Monday, after he was sworn in, the new Minister of Works and Transport said under his watch, all clear and transparent accounting will apply to all public funds. However, economist and political commentator Indera Sagewan Alli asks if his word is sufficient.
Especially when you put in context the fact that he was the party's campaign manager and would have obviously been one of the key persons in terms of raising financing for the party, and we don't have a ledger that we could go to that would be able to identify who the largest financiers of the PNM would have been going into the election, so that we can look and match that against the awards of contract in order to get a sense of whether fair play is being meted out.
She said the reshuffle highlights the need for constitutional reform, explaining that as it stands, there are no laws regarding party financing and there are inadequate procurement legislation. She said this leaves room for corruption.
Have some of these changes rather been done in order to get on with the business of repaying party financiers who would have invested in the election and are now, screaming, listen, time for us to get back our pound of flesh.
According to another analyst, Ancel St Hillaire, the Prime Minister's shake-up of his cabinet ahead of the local government election is designed to send a message to voters that he's trying to reach out to the electorate and be all-inclusive as his party attempts to secure a bigger margin of victory.
The reshuffle may not simply be about evaluation and assessment. I feel it is kind of more about bringing together the right skill sets for the job ahead, so I think the Prime Minister would have had an opportunity to observe workers, his ministers at work, and as he sees the vision, as he looks at the road ahead, he's putting the right skill sets to manage the process, and I think that is what the reshuffling was about.
And former Minister of Energy under the PNM, Conrad Enel, responded to statements made by the opposition United National Congress and the Congress of the People that the reshuffle could have been a way for the PNM to repay their party financiers.
If the government will get positives as a result of the moves, how in politics do you deal with that? Well, in politics you negate it. So you try to do two things. You try to turn whatever positives there are into negatives, or wherever there's a benefit, you try to neutralize it. That's the political system. So I would be very surprised if I heard comments other than the ones that you've just described coming from those who are on the other side. And it's both ways. That's the system.
Monday's reshuffle saw Franklin Can moving as the Minister of Rural Development and Local Government to the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, Kazim Hossain as Senator and Minister of Rural Development and Local Government. Fitzgerald Hines was taken out as Minister of Works and Transport and put as Minister of Public Utilities, while Rohan Sinanan was made a Senator and Minister of Works and Transport. Other changes included the removal of Sarah Boudou as a Senator, Nicole Olivier as the Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, and Ansel Antoine as Minister of Public Utilities. Rishi Harinanan, CNews.